Listen up. You've been playing small for too long. You've been waiting for the perfect moment, the right opportunity, the right people to believe in you. But let me tell you something. The wait is over. The only person standing between you and the life you deserve is you. You owe it to yourself to stop making excuses. You owe it to yourself to stop settling. You owe it to yourself to wake up every single day and chase the future that has your name on it. No more blaming your past. No more pointing fingers, no more talking about what you could have been or should have done, because today in 2025, the only thing that matters is what you will do. And let me be clear, this won't be easy. Nothing worth having ever is. You're going to feel pain, you're going to feel doubt, you're going to feel tired. But if you want something bad enough, you'll push through. You'll keep grinding when no one's watching. You'll show up when you don't feel like it. Because that's what separates the best from the rest. Let me ask you, how much longer are you going to talk about it? How much longer are you going to say one day? How much longer are you going to keep living beneath your potential? Because the truth is, nobody's coming to save you. Nobody's going to hand you the life you want. If you want it, you got to take it. You got to fight for it. You got to show up every single day like your life depends on it, because it does. And I get it. Life's been tough. You've been through some things. Maybe you failed, maybe you got knocked down, maybe people walked away from you, maybe you lost everything, but guess what? You're still here. You're still breathing. And as long as you have breath in your body, you have another chance. You owe it to yourself to take that chance. So today we're talking about 3 things that will take you from where you are to where you need to be. 3 things that will separate you from the people who only talk about success and the ones who actually achieve it. You wake up every morning with 2 choices: stay comfortable or commit to your greatness. Every single day you make this decision, whether you realize it or not. And for too long, you've been choosing comfort. You've been choosing distractions. You've been choosing easy over necessary. And that's why you're still stuck. That's why you're still waking up feeling frustrated, feeling like you're behind, feeling like life isn't giving you what you deserve. But let's be real. Life doesn't give you what you deserve. Life gives you what you demand from it. And the only way you demand more is by mastering yourself. By taking full control over your habits, your mindset, your daily routine, your discipline. See, the problem is you're letting your emotions dictate your actions. You do things when you feel like it. You grind when it's convenient. You push when it's easy. But when you're tired, you stop. When it gets hard, you back off. When you don't see the results fast enough, you start making excuses. That's not the mindset of a winner. That's the mindset of someone who's okay with being average. And if you're listening to this right now, I know one thing about you. You are not built to be average. You are built for something bigger, something greater. But you will never get there without discipline. Discipline is waking up and showing up no matter how you feel. Discipline is doing what you said you were going to do long after the mood has left you. Discipline is making the decision to push through the pain, through the discomfort, through the fatigue, through the self-doubt, because you know what's on the other side. And let's be honest. You already know what you need to do. You know you need to wake up earlier. You know you need to stop wasting time scrolling. You know you need to stop hitting snooze. You know you need to be working when others are resting. You know you need to be studying, improving, growing, evolving. But you're not doing it. And why? Because it's easier not to. It's easier to stay the same. It's easier to keep telling yourself, I'll start tomorrow. But let me ask you something. How many times have you said that? How many times have you pushed your dreams off for later? And how many times has later never come? If you want it, if you really want it, there is no later. There is no tomorrow. There is only now. Right now, in this moment, you have a choice to make. Either continue being the same person you were yesterday or become the person you need to be for your future. Think about the greatest people in the world, the top athletes, the most successful entrepreneurs, the best in any field. What do they all have in common? It's not just talent. It's not just luck. It's their ability to show up every single day and do the work, whether they feel like it or not. Do you think the greatest basketball players feel like practicing every single day? Do you think the greatest business minds feel like reading, learning, strategizing every single day? Do you think the best in the world wake up every morning excited and motivated? No. They do it anyway, because they understand something you still haven't fully grasped. Success is built on discipline, not motivation. Motivation is temporary. It's a feeling. It comes and goes. One day you're fired up, ready to go, ready to conquer the world. The next day, you're tired, you're distracted, you're making excuses. That's why you can't rely on motivation. If you do, you'll never be consistent. And if you're not consistent, you will never win. Discipline, though, discipline is permanent. Discipline is the structure that keeps you moving even when you don't feel like it. Discipline is the reason why champions keep training when nobody's watching. Discipline is the reason why the most successful people wake up at 4 a.m. while the rest of the world is sleeping. Discipline is the reason why people who start from nothing, who have every reason to fail, still find a way to make it to the top. So the question is, do you have it? And if the answer is no, then you need to build it. Discipline is a muscle. The more you use it, the stronger it gets. But just like a muscle, it's going to hurt at first. It's going to be uncomfortable. It's going to feel unnatural. Waking up early is going to be hard. Staying focused is going to be hard. Choosing to work instead of party is going to be hard. But if you do it enough times, it becomes second nature. And once it becomes second nature, you become unstoppable. I need you to stop treating your dreams like an option. I need you to stop saying, I'll do it when I feel like it. Because guess what? You're never going to feel like it. There will always be a reason to put it off. There will always be a distraction. There will always be an excuse. But the people who win, they don't wait for the perfect moment. They don't wait until it's easy. They start when it's hard. They start when it's inconvenient. They start when nobody believes in them because they understand that the only way to get ahead is to outwork the competition every single day. It's not about how talented you are. It's not about how smart you are. It's not about what kind of family you came from, how much money you have, or who you know. It's about what you do daily. Your habits will either make you or break you. Your routines will either push you towards success or keep you in failure. The things you do when no one is watching will determine whether or not you ever reach your full potential. And I know some of you are thinking, I don't have time, but let's be real. You have time for what you make time for. You have time to scroll on your phone. You have time to binge watch shows. You have time to sleep in. You have time to hang out with friends who aren't helping you grow. You have time for all of that, but you don't have time to work on your future? No, that's not a time problem. That's a discipline problem. So here's what I need you to do. Starting today, I need you to commit to yourself. I need you to wake up and dominate your mornings. I need you to take control of your habits, your mindset, your energy. I need you to stop looking for shortcuts. Stop waiting for the perfect conditions. Stop relying on motivation. I need you to build the kind of self-discipline that makes you unstoppable, because once you do that, there is no limit to what you can achieve. Life is not supposed to be easy. Somewhere along the way, people convince you that success should come smoothly, that if something is meant for you, it'll happen without struggle. That's a lie. Every great success story is built on a foundation of pain, sacrifice, and struggle. The people who win in life are the ones who understand that struggle is not the enemy, it's the key. But the problem is you keep running from it. You keep trying to avoid discomfort. You keep looking for the easy way out. Every time life gets hard, you back off. Every time things don't go your way, you start second guessing yourself. Every time you face resistance, you think maybe it wasn't meant for you. But let me tell you something. Struggle is the price you pay for greatness. There is no success without hardship. There is no growth without discomfort. There is no elevation without resistance. If you think you're going to get where you want to go without going through something, without being tested, without being stretched, you're fooling yourself. The struggle is what builds you. The struggle is what strengthens you. The struggle is what prepares you for the weight of the success you're chasing. Because here's the truth. If you got everything you wanted right now, you wouldn't be able to handle it. You're not strong enough yet. You're not disciplined enough yet. You're not prepared yet. And that's why life is putting you through what you're going through, because you need it. You don't see it now, but the very thing you're complaining about, the very thing you think is holding you back is actually setting you up. That heartbreak, that failure, that disappointment, that setback, it's all part of the process. But you have to stop running from it. You have to stop looking at struggle as a punishment and start seeing it as preparation. Let me ask you something. How bad do you really want it? Because it's easy to say you want success when everything is going your way. It's easy to be motivated when things are working out. But what about when they're not? What about when nothing is happening? What about when you're putting in the work, but you don't see the results? What about when everything around you is telling you to quit? That's the real test. That's when most people give up. but not you. Not if you really want this. Because struggle is the filter that separates those who are serious from those who are just talking. Everybody says they want success. Everybody says they want to be great. But the moment things get tough, most people fold, they quit, they make excuses, they settle. And that's why there are so few people at the top, because most people can't handle what it takes to get there. But let me tell you something. The struggle is where you find out who you really are. When everything is falling apart, when life is hitting you from every direction, when nothing seems to be working, that's when you find out if you really have what it takes. That's when you find out if you're just another person with a dream, or if you're the kind of person who refuses to quit. See, most people pray for an easy life, but the real ones, they pray for strength. They pray for resilience. They pray for endurance because they know life is going to test them. They know struggle is inevitable, but instead of wishing it away, they prepare for it. They embrace it. They use it. And that's exactly what you need to do. When life knocks you down, stop feeling sorry for yourself. Stop asking, why me? Start asking, what is this teaching? Stop looking at struggle as something to avoid and start looking at it as something to conquer. Because the truth is, the very thing that's breaking you is the thing that will build you if you let it. Think about it. The greatest athletes, they don't become great without pushing their bodies to the absolute limit. The greatest entrepreneurs, they don't build empires without going through years of uncertainty, failure, and rejection. The greatest minds, they don't reach their full potential without going through seasons of doubt, confusion, and struggle. The struggle is the training ground. Every challenge is conditioning you. Every setback is making you stronger. Every painful moment is molding you into the person you need to be. But you have to be willing to endure it. You have to be willing to keep going when everything in you wants to stop. And I get it. You're tired. You're frustrated. You're wondering if it's even worth it. But listen to me. This is not the time to quit. This is the time to double down. This is the time to remind yourself why you started. This is the time to look at yourself in the mirror and make a decision. Either you let the struggle break you or you let it make you. Because at the end of the day, the people who succeed in life are not the smartest. They're not the most talented. They're the ones who refuse to give up. They're the ones who take the hits and keep moving. They're the ones who embrace the pain and use it as fuel. So I need you to change the way you see struggle. I need you to stop seeing it as an obstacle and start seeing it as an opportunity. I need you to understand that every hard moment you're going through is shaping you, strengthening you, preparing you. But you have to make a choice. You can keep running, keep avoiding the hard work, keep making excuses, or you can step up. You can lean into the struggle. You can face it head on and let it turn you into the person you were meant to be. Because the people who win, they don't complain about the struggle. They don't avoid it. They embrace it. You've talked enough. You've planned enough. You've dreamed enough. Now it's time to execute. For too long, you've been stuck in the cycle of thinking, analyzing, and waiting. You've been telling yourself, I need to do more research. I need to get everything perfect before I start. I need to wait for the right moment. But the truth is, you don't need more time. You don't need more information. You don't need to wait for the stars to align. You need to move. You need to take action right now. Because let me tell you something, nobody is coming to push you. Nobody is coming to hold your hand. Nobody is going to force you to chase your dreams. This is your responsibility. This is your life. This is your legacy. And the only way you're going to build it is by executing, by taking massive, relentless, unapologetic action every single day. See, this is where most people fail. They don't fail because they lack talent. They don't fail because they lack intelligence. They fail because they never take the necessary action to turn their vision into reality. They get stuck in the trap of waiting for motivation, waiting for validation, waiting for things to be perfect. But let me be clear, perfection is a lie. There will never be a perfect time. You will never have all the answers. You will never feel completely ready. And if you keep waiting for those things, you'll wake up years from now, still in the exact same place, wondering why your life hasn't changed. But the people who win, they don't wait. They don't overthink. They don't hesitate. They execute. They take imperfect action. They move forward even when they don't have it all figured out. They take risks. They make mistakes. They learn on the go. But they keep moving because momentum is the key to success. The more you act, The more opportunities you create, the more you move, the more doors open. The more you execute, the more confidence you build. But if you stay still, if you hesitate, if you keep doubting yourself, keep overthinking, keep waiting, nothing happens. Nothing changes. And that's why so many people stay stuck in the same cycle year after year. They talk a big game, but they don't follow through. They start projects, but never finish. They get excited for a few days, maybe even a few weeks, but the moment things get tough, they stop. And listen to me, execution is not about starting strong. Execution is about finishing what you start. Everybody is motivated in the beginning. Everybody is excited when things are new. But execution means staying locked in long after the excitement fades. Execution means pushing through even when progress is slow, even when results aren't showing up, even when every part of you wants to quit. Because the people who succeed, they don't stop when they're tired. They don't stop when they're frustrated. They don't stop when it gets hard. They adjust, they adapt, they pivot, but they never stop. And that's exactly what you need to do. You need to develop an execution mindset. You need to stop looking for motivation and start looking for ways to stay consistent. You need to build the discipline to follow through no matter what. Let me ask you something. What's the last thing you started but didn't finish? What's the last goal you set but didn't follow through on? How many things have you left undone because you got distracted, got discouraged, or lost interest? It's time to break that habit. Success is not about doing a million different things halfway. Success is about doing a few things with full commitment, full focus, full intensity. Pick your goal and lock in. Stop bouncing from one thing to the next. Stop letting distractions pull you away. Stop letting self-doubt slow you down. Choose something and go all in, because execution is about decisiveness. Winners don't waste time debating whether they should or shouldn't do something. They decide, they commit, and they make it happen. So right now, I need you to stop hesitating. Stop waiting for a sign. Stop looking for permission. Give yourself the permission to succeed. If you have a business idea, start it. If you want to get in shape, get to the gym. If you want to level up your career, put in the extra hours, develop new skills, show up differently. If you want to change your life, do it now, because if you don't, another year will pass, another 5 years will pass, another decade will pass, and you'll still be talking about what you could have done if only you had started. That's not going to be your story, not after today. Today is the day you shift from thinking to doing. Today is the day you stop hesitating and start executing. Today is the day you make a promise to yourself. No more excuses, no more delays, no more half-stepping. It's time to get aggressive about your dreams. It's time to attack your goals with everything you have. It's time to stop playing small and start executing at a level that makes success unavoidable. Because the truth is, life doesn't wait for you. Opportunities don't wait for you. Time doesn't wait for you. And if you're not executing, you're falling behind. So what are you going to do? Are you going to keep talking, keep waiting, keep letting life pass you by? Or are you going to step up, take control, and execute like your future depends on it? Because guess what? It does. At the end of the day, no one can want this more than you do. No one can grind for you. No one can wake up early for you. No one can sacrifice for you. This is your journey, your responsibility, and your legacy. I know what some of you are thinking. What if I fail? What if you do? Failure is part of the process. It's the price you pay for success. But what if you never try? What if you let fear rob you of your destiny? What if a year from now, you're in the exact same place, telling the same tired story about what you could have done? That's not an option. It's 2025. It's time to stop living like you have forever. You don't. Time is moving whether you take action or not. So why not make it count? Why not give everything you got? Why not wake up tomorrow with fire in your belly, knowing that every decision you make is leading you closer to the life you deserve? The greats, they didn't become great by accident. They weren't born with some special gift you don't have. They made a decision. They committed. They worked when others rested. They pushed through the pain, the setbacks, the doubt. And that's exactly what you have to do. You owe it to yourself to rise above your circumstances. You owe it to yourself to prove everyone who doubted you wrong. You owe it to yourself to be the person you were born to be. So today, I need you to decide, not tomorrow, not next week, right now. I need you to commit to yourself in a way you never have before. I need you to stop letting distractions pull you off course. I need you to stop talking and start executing. Because at the end of the day, success isn't about talent, luck, or connections. It's about showing up every single day. I don't care where you've been. I don't care what's happened. All I care about is where you're going and where you're going. It's bigger than you ever imagined. But you've got to want it. You've got to fight for it. You've got to be willing to do whatever it takes because you owe it to you.